All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. The first team to reach 30 wins this Major League Baseball season happens to be the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies have come out like gangbusters to begin this season, as not only are they in first place in the National League East, but the Fighting Phils also have managed to have the best record in baseball. Now, after dropping three of their first four to begin this season, the Phillies have been on a roll. One of the keys to the Phillies' success, they've been beating up on the teams that they're supposed to beat and taking care of their business. Why? Because all of the teams that the Phillies have beaten so far this season do not. And as far as winning the series, they don't have a winning record. Matter of fact, the only team that the Phillies have played so far that currently has a winning record are the team that they're up on in the National League East, and I'm talking about the Atlanta Braves. So you look at it right now for this Phillies team. Pitching has been very key to them. They have one of the best staffs in the National League. You look at what Zach Wheeler's been able to do, Ranger Suarez, and then Aaron Nola, who threw that complete game 4-hit shutout today over the New York Mets. And then the offense for Philadelphia hasn't been too shabby either, as their offense is at the top in nearly most categories in the NL. Bryce Harper's not hitting for average, but he still has 9 home runs so far this season. You look at what a guy like JT Realmuto is doing in this lineup. Then, of course, Alec Baum. And at some point, they're going to get Trey Turner back, and hopefully, he's going to be healthy. But you look at manager Rob Thompson, and plain and simple, he's just pushing all of the right buttons for this Philadelphia team as they've been looking good. So the question is going to be, can the Phillies keep this up, and will they be able to keep the pressure on the Atlanta Braves? I think they will, because you look at the schedule, it's still extremely favorable. Right now, of the teams that the Phillies have slated to face on their schedule, the only teams that currently have a winning record for the next couple of weeks is Texas and Milwaukee. And this is what the Phillies have been doing so far. They've been taking care of their business, and those wins add up come August and September. Why? Because when other teams are trying to jockey to try to get a playoff spot, if you have taken care of your business throughout the year, you don't have to worry about that. You're going to be in for a spot. So you're looking at things right now, and we're in the middle of May. But more and more, this is looking like a two-team race in the National League East between the Phillies and the Braves. It looks like the Mets and the Nationals are going to have to, if they want to get to the postseason, they're going to have to do it via the wild card route, as both of them are hovering around 500. And of course, the Miami Marlins at this point, unfortunately for their sake, they are just simply a lost cause. But I expected the Phillies to get to the postseason. I mean, this club has been to the postseason in each of the last 2 years. Of course, getting that World Series, getting to the World Series, back in 2022. But nonetheless, I think the Fighting Phils have what it takes to be a player in the National League throughout this season. And the way that they've started off right now, maybe it's not too early to say that this team has the potential to win 100 games. And of course, if that were to be the case, it would be the first time since 2011. But nonetheless, strong start for Philadelphia. We're basically at the quarter mark of this Major League Baseball season. Before you know it, we're talking about the All-Star game, and then after that, stretch run time. But nonetheless, the Fighting Phils have gotten off to a strong start. I like their chances in the East. I like their chances in the National League as a whole throughout the regular season. Of course, the postseason is just a totally different animal, as we know that. But nonetheless, a strong start for the Phillies as they look to make it 3 straight trips to the postseason. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank all of you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on the X, formerly known as Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 pounds of sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'd be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now you can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, and I am signing off. I'm saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.